Aloha, this is your mean squirrel, here with a quick disclaimer. This podcast contains explicit content and parental discretion is advised. So no bitching if you fucking get offended by anything. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So everybody, welcome Ben. He's the hairy squirrel.
As opposed to a bald squirrel.
And I only say that because one of the first days that he met Brandy is he demonstrated how he could stick his badges to his body in their correct places without wearing his clothes.
No, that's when I went to the house. The first time I met him was at Kathy.
Right, but the first time
then
outside of a work
High
environment.
Fuzz physically molested what's his face, Matt.
Yeah.
Hi, Fuzz.
So named for the lack of trim.
That one older lady with the mullet, and she kept dragging Matt on the dance floor.
I'm trying to remember who that was.
Well,
I've drank so much since then.
Oh, damn.
I've drank so much since.
From?
Excuse me, Dune eyebrows.
I do not have Dune eyebrows.
He has them big ol' Dune eyebrows. Yes.
The spice must flow.
The spice must flow through his fucking eyebrows.
Oh, man. Dune eyebrows are a big difference between mine and Dune eyebrows.
Look,
I do not have
I can see from the side now. There's one that's like a fucking inch up on his head, just chilling. Like curled up. And chilling. And
Dude,
then he
seriously,
fights me.
Take your manscaper and a comb.
And then he fights me to just trim these unruly ass hairs. Do you know how long it took me to train him to trim his fucking nose hairs? I'm shorter than him. I can look up. He's all, nobody can see it. I said, everybody can see it. You're taller than everybody. I said, what if you got some booger swaying on a fucking hair like Tarzan? And they're all afraid to be by you in case you breathe too hard and it fucking, like lands on them.
She has an obsession with, like, zip popping videos. Like, she loves to watch.
Like Dr. Pimple Popper?
Yep.
Yeah. Loves that shit. And I can't. I mean, I watch that shit and it makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that one, though I will say I saw one that was the most relieving sight I've ever seen, where they had gone up this dude's nose and pulled out what looked like the size of an almond-sized booger, and the amount of snot that came after it. I'm just like, oh my god, I can feel the sinus relief.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, I get that one, especially in the desert, because we get, because it's so dry, any amount of booger that you get just instantly dries into this, like, hard shell. And like, I'll itch my nose and it cracks and I feel like I'm going to like cut the inside of my damn nose because it shit hurts. So when you manage to get that like backage up that's all dried into a hard
And I
fucking
always
shell.
tell him to like wet his hand first and go so the water can go up his nose to moisturize these fossilized.
They make canned saline misters that you can sit there
told
just.
him that too, and he won't do it. He won't do it.
I'm stubborn and
Oh,
I
dude,
don't want
that's
to
a
spend any more than
lifesaver.
I have to be.
You know
That is
when
a
he,
lifesaver.
you know
You
when
need
he
to.
thank you. Even the one for the kids, the little noses.
Yeah, my cat is a soul stealer. She's on my bed right now. She sleeps there all day long just so she can wake up right as I'm going to sleep and
Starts to sing him the song of her people.
yeah. Just like she'll come like within an inch or two of my face and do that. Just meow.
Did she
rather
try to
disturbing.
groom you the other night? Because I
Probably.
I heard you go, ah.
Probably. It's not an uncommon thing. She'll reach up and start grooming my beard. It's rather disturbing when you wake up and you've got a cat's paw, claws extended, inches from your nose. Like,
And then she did this, that something that only like kids do. She went up. He wasn't answering her. She went up, put her paw on his eyelid, and did this.
and open my eye.
His eyeball. Like, and went meow.
Kitty would have gone flying.
Almost. So,
But the best one was, Mr. Man here likes to sleep naked. And he didn't have his twigs and berries covered one morning and was having a happy dream. And she had never, usually it's just chilling. And it was, it was saying hi. And he woke up just, say, this is the happy tree. And she was just like this with the claws barely extended, like, what is this? And she was right here, and he was like, ah!
yeah.
He almost had acupuncture. Catchupuncture.
Catchupuncture.
Penile catchupuncture.
Oh, ow. The mere thought of it is torture.
I believe the term that you were looking for is grammatik Nazi.
Yeah, grammatik Nazi.
I didn't want to use the word Nazi just because of all the crap going on now.
Oh, no. Grammar Nazi is totally a thing.
So I usually call myself a grammar Nazi, but I just kind of stayed away from them.
Well, yeah, it's okay to call yourself a grammar Nazi, but I think honestly, once you start putting it on somebody else, then
But
it's
I'm
like
also an eyebrow Nazi too.
you are, and you've actually managed
Wait,
to
you have
teach
eyebrows?
me-
I can draw these fuckers every which way I want to, and they look real.
And then the one that bugs me is that because I've learned from her, I can
He does
spot
it too
bad
now.
eyebrow. I can spot bad eyebrows from like 50 paces. I'll be walking down the street. It's like, oh my god, what's up with the McDonald's arches? You know?
Sent you another picture.
Oh, okay. Wait. Because we got you on full screen here. Yeah.
We like the fullness. He likes the full. Oh god.
I got y'all running on my work laptop.
Now the thing is though, is like you gotta show that, you gotta say that with a German accent. I
See, you have to post a picture of your ginger kitty
You
because
think
it's
grammar
ginger.
is a motherfucking game?
you think grammar? Yeah, that's
It's
the one.
it's ginger kitty pill.
It's ginger.
Well, I gotta
kitty.
get the ginger kitty to come back in here, and I'll pull him up and do the whole look at my pussy in front of the camera. You know?
Well, no, and see the thing is nobody's ever
show
gonna.
us his pussy.
Actually, this
ginger
one's still
pussy.
unaltered, so I can hold him up and be like, "Look at my fuzzy bars."
Suck on my ginger fuzzy balls.
Oh god. And see now that the unaltered at that point just makes me remember when we actually got Ma Petite clipped.
She
When
didn't get clipped.
Well,
she had
when
a
her
hysterectomy.
tubes were tied there, well, she still got clipped. They had to clip her open, then clip her tubes, and then sew her shut. But they told us the swinging idea of putting her in a baby onesie.
Yes, I've heard of that before.
But the thing with Ma Petite is that she's really long. She's small, but she's slinky long. So we
Yeah.
put the onesie on her, and it completely the end of the onesie completely missed the area
yeah.
that they were gonna be cutting.
Yeah, she wasn't. She was too long to actually close the onesie, and then the one size up was too long. So, yeah, the concept was good, but didn't work.
So she was forced to wear the golden chain.
Well, okay, so Mr. Priestley's probably a little young to remember that, but it is the Golden Girls, so you never know. They are
Dude,
pretty
they're on
big.
the TV like 24/7.
Only,
And only Betty White is like Jedi.
she's like Yoda.
No, Sophia was the shortest. She's Jedi status.
Well, yeah. Jedi Master status. She's not even just Jedi, because there's Jedi, there's Padawan, and then there's Jedi Master.
Yeah, she's a Jedi Master.
So,
Because if she can get flirty and verbally frisky with these young guys, and they all start blushing.
dude, I've heard some of the things she said just in passing to people, and it's like, it's kind of like the first time I ever saw George Carlin, because you see that old guy, he's kind of distinguished looking, and then he opens his mouth.
And I can never remember the seven words.
Oh, the 7 words?
Sure can.
Right. No, and I've heard them, and I'm betting just a simple Google search will give you what the 7 words are.
Bless
wow,
you.
there's a Wikipedia page for it?
The 7 dirty words.
Oh. Okay, wait. What? Oh no, what I'll do. What are the 7? Well, there. What are the 7 dirty words? Okay, so the 7 dirty words are shit, piss, fuck, cuck, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
You know,
Welcome to
if
this podcast.
if he was alive today, there'd be more than 7 dirty words.
Oh yeah, because we've like straight invented some shit that you know. Although there are like one of the words on there, Brandy was just saying earlier how the British have.
In some of the movies or shows that you watch, they don't say twat. They say twat.
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 And
Twat.
and the word cunt in America is like
Is don't say that word.
in England it's like or
Oh, and
with
apparently
British
in
people,
Australia as well.
it's like, how you cunts doing? It's like, okay, that's a
You
little.
just said the C word, and my foot is starting to itch for your asshole.
What? Are we still thinking about whereabouts?
No, not the wear butts.
Oh, so Doom Patrol this evening.
Watch Doom Patrol. The other half that we didn't watch because somebody was tired last night and was falling asleep.
And then we watched another episode immediately after. But so in Doom Patrol last season, spoiler alert, they had this warehouse thing. They had this warehouse thing where they were keeping all these different monsters all locked in their own individual places.
Okay, I remember that.
And then when they let them out, one of the jail cells, chambers, or whatever, was werebutts. And they went flying around the place and trying to eat people, and they were like the most vicious thing in the place. It's like, oh my god, they're out, and everybody was freaking out because the werebutts were out. ignoring the giant gnome that's like 18 feet tall and pounding through walls. They don't care about that. They care about the werebutts. Damn, that's kind of scary. So this evening we're watching, and well, now we have an example of eating ass.
In a whole different perspective.
In a whole different perspective. And
zombies eating ass because that's where their brain is.
And then hence causing a zombie werebutt.
And seeing a bunch of zombies all up in that crack. Like it was a fucking tossing salad tournament. with freaking Catalina dressing.
Oh God! Wow.
Yeah.
So you know more about fashion than I do.
I do. I don't need the house. I have more pajamas and house clothes, but I buy clothes and then just hang them in my closet. In case I should ever leave the house.
And you know, I get her clothes. I add to the problem. I'm an enabler.
He's totally an enabler.
I really am. I really am.
In all aspects.
I can't deny her anything.
You get stuff that I don't need. I've never asked for. I was never talking about it, and you're like, here, I bought you this. I'm like, what are you doing?
Because I know it'll make you smile. Hence the reason why we have a collection of duckies. Thank you for coming to Las Vegas Raiders.
God damn it. And welcome to the gas machine.
You have been gassy.
Thank you.
Well, yeah.
Oh, why you gotta I'm farting from my mouth.
It's not exactly like I'm not gassy.
See, majority of mine smell like roses. Yours get worse and worse until it turns into toxic waste.
Uh-huh.
We already discussed it, how your ass funk is like Bram Stoker, Dracula, green mist that comes trailing out from wherever you are. Yeah. Tell Daddy, your butt stinks.
So, since we're back on booty.
So we're back on booty?
I don't know how we get there, but I did witness the license plate that apparently this person had a black booty. Their license plate was BLK BUT1.
Yeah.
But the winner for the license plate of the week for me was, I pulled up behind a car last night that said, the letter U, are a stud.
Did it say STUD?
Yes. You're a stud. That was what the license plate said. Not I'm a stud, not she's a stud. You're a stud.
Well, he's complimenting all the men around him then.
Absolutely.
Unless it was a gift to him and whoever gave it to him was telling him he was a stud.
I had to take it as I said thank you.
Oh, I have something for you to look up on Urban Dictionary.
Oh, God.
And since I was traumatized by it from watching watching a Twitch broadcast. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
But
Twitch stream.
Twitch stream, yeah. From Chris Thompson, or his name is Sup Daily. SUPDAILY. But somebody had sent it to him.
Oh, goodness.
And he shared it on his. And I was traumatized. So I'm sharing it with you and the rest of whoever the frick listens to this.
We got about 15 regulars.
Look up soaking.
Soak, S-O.
Soaking. You are the worst speller in the world. Read it.
Like planking, only your dick is inside of a Mormon.
They're not allowed to move. So it means that they're not actually having sex. And if you scroll down, there's probably there's more.
Convince your Mormon girlfriend that you're not soaking properly and need to continue to...
No, it gets better. I'm not better, but when they're doing this, vagina penis hug, they usually have someone else that is on the bed and is jumping up and down. So they're not technically doing the friction. So did I traumatize you?
That's just wrong.
I did, before the half a virgin thing was head and anal. And as long as you kept the hymen intact, you're still a virgin.
Right.
But apparently
soaking is...
Apparently in the Mormon faith, soaking is a thing.
The description of pooning was when a guy teases a girl, like, viciously until she's moist.
Don't say moist.
Moist. and then the excretions of her body soak through the panties. They blow dry it with a hair dryer.
Why are you making that hand motion?
Nobody can see it. And then they scrape it off with a razor.
They scrape off the crusties, and then they freaking make lines with a razor, and they snort it, and it's supposed to be euphoric. They're euphoric over our yeasty funk. I mean, if that's the case, just go to the store and buy Fleischmann's.
So I see this guy who has obviously spent a lot of time in the gym. He is incredibly well built. Every muscle standing out, blah, 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 blah.
Every muscle?
All of them. Like, he's one of those ones that muscle? Has, yes.
His pee-pee muscle?
And I'm getting to that. So, I understand.
I'm sure you got to that.
I understand if you're well built and
you're looking at his pee-pee muscle.
Hold on.
I'll hold on to it if his hand, if his face.
Now, if you're well built and you're wearing a tight shirt, fine, show off the pecs and everything like that. But if you're hung like a donkey, you should not be wearing fucking skinny jeans. I could see the shape of the dude's head through his pants. And I'm not talking about the one on it. Swallow.
You asshole!
I succeeded where you failed.
But I swallowed.
This is true. Seriously, this dude was like rippling muscle everywhere, but you see this giant fucking tube going down the side of his thigh, and like he was hung halfway down his damn thigh.
Well, it's just like that dude in one. I don't know if you ever saw him, but he used to wear black spandex shorts all the time, and he had like the dick of death. You saw him too?
You saw the dick of death too?
It was just about as big as you. Yeah.
Oh.
Come. But you know how many times I have tried to make a sandwich as quietly as possible? Like, as super quiet as possible. But she got, their hearing is already impeccable.
Oh, but her nose.
Her nose can smell someone fart on a fucking space station.
So can yours.
Not that far. Maybe in China, but not in space.
Yeah.
I'm up at Are you looking in space? Did somebody fart? All of a sudden, she started looking up at the ceiling like, did somebody fart?
Oh, man. So it's amazing because you open up the sandwich meat and you do so quietly. And
you can open other things that have like that Ziploc.
Mm-hmm. And she'll ignore it.
And
like, I have cucumber in a Ziploc. I open the Ziploc. It sounds exactly the same as the fucking sandwich meat.
Nope.
No fucks given.
You open the cheese. Nope.
No fucks given.
And you like, I've even like put my hands all the way in the refrigerator and open it real slow, and then you hear the ding ding.
Yeah, her bouncing off the bed and the jingle of her bell as she comes down the hallway.
And then she comes slowly sauntering into the kitchen, and she's still fucking asleep. Like this whole sleepy face. And
she begins the song of her people before she even wakes up fully.
Well, for me, she doesn't start singing until she actually sees me.
Oh, well. No, and
she sings the song of her people.
No.
And she doesn't... What are you doing? She doesn't exactly have the sweetest meow I've ever heard.
No.
Like,
no.
Our Mr. Love, my love,
was cute.
He had just the sweetest smile. Don't do me, Mom.
Now, the other one that gets her, and there's no way to open it quietly, is when you open canned sea meat. You don't know what canned sea meat is. You know the other word. I know you know the other word, but canned sea meat is something you don't know anything about. It's like we had to invent new ways to refer to the fowl in order to confuse you.
Mm-hmm.
Because cats are smart.
They're smart.
But you so much as hint at opening a damn can.
And if you're opening something that's not of the sea meat nature, you actually have to announce out loud, not for the kitties.
Right.
Not for the kitties.
She'll still come in and check to make sure, but at least then she's not going to scream at you. But if it's the canned sea meat, then...
Canned sea meat? Chicken... No, you can't say that word either.
Exactly. Can't see meat. But if it's that... Now, I accidentally made the rule years ago, before we even moved to Vegas. If you open one of them, you must give the feline family members the juice and a little bit of tuna.
You said the word.
And hurt your twitch, too.
Mm-hmm. Her radar ears, she went right in your direction.
She's like, what was that, Daddy? You have some of that? And she never neither one of them let us ever forget it. Like, nope. It is now a hard and fast rule in the house. If you open the canned sea meat, it must happen.
But if you're making like, because now I swear they don't put as much as they used to when I was little.
Yeah.
It's like when you wash it and smash out and smash it down, it's like a quarter of the can.
Mm-hmm.
Before it used to be half at least.
It's supposed to be the same ounces.
Of water.
At least it's water. Can you? Why did they? Who eats the oil stuff?
My dad used to. We used to have the one in the oil before.
Ew.
And I don't know how we switched to water.
I don't have a trunk to put junk in anymore. We've already discussed this earlier in the podcast.
Trash panda ass.
Oh, panda ass. Panda. Squirrel.
Wow.
No,
He has a fetish for panda ass.
This actually got something. I had a guy that got on my bus that I was like, dude, I need you to wear your mask. Which I probably repeat like 500 times a day, and most people are like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot, and they put one on. This guy's like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot, and he reached into his bag and he pulled out a full head panda mask. Like, he had a panda head.
He got head from a panda?
It was the little ears with the...
So did he just put on the...
He put on a Halloween mask of a panda.
Well, I get you got to do what you got to do if you forgot your mask. Technically, that's a mask.
It is a face covering. It is multiple layers. It actually does the job. So
I would have died if I was on that bus. I'm like,
and I didn't even realize until I saw him getting off the bus and he was still wearing.
Can you imagine the people outside the bus seeing Panda Dude come walking out?
Oh, Panda Dude.
Panda Dude.
Yeah, that was my week. You know, I had Black Booty Car, I had You're a Stud Car, and Panda Dude.
And you, yeah.
Yeah, it's been an interesting time.
And the anxiety and disgust of... They give me anxiety because that time she tried to physically assault me,
Yeah.
It triggered one of the biggest PTSD episodes I have had in a long, long time.
And now I am forever going... I should, like... You know what I need to do is we need to get a wall poster printed that actually says... Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and
We could
tits.
never put that facing out or we would get cited.
I'd put it in a wall poster and frame that bitch right there.
Oh. By Easter Yoda?
And yes, we have an Easter Yoda.
And he's about like 2 feet tall. And we had to put him up off the ground because Mon Petit kept beating him up.
And it's not because of anything we did. We actually bought a Yoda.
No, you.
Okay, I did.
He had to work. I was home, and he comes in grinning ear to ear with this fucking 2-foot Yoda.
She was having a bad day, and we had a couple conversations. She just wasn't feeling that great, so I wanted her to smile.
And he comes walking in with this 2-foot Yoda with Easter bunny ears on.
And
Not
they're
like
actually
his ears
stitched
aren't.
on.
Yeah, they're stitched on. I can't even take them off. And so I had him sitting in front of the closet, and Mr. Lee comes in and he just kind of eyes him up, gives him a sniff. He's like, fuck it. And the other one, she was still... That was within the first year, so she was 3 and a half.
3 years old. Yeah, she was still pretty young.
And she starts fucking kung fuing his ass.
You realize in less than a month, Brandy, we will be here in Vegas for 6 years.
You know, and everybody can't believe that I have not visited home, not once.
Not that we wouldn't want to, but
now
money.
that, you know, after Mom passed and we lived in the apartment, there's really nowhere else to stay.
Right. So it's like, it would be great to go, like, we could go to the Big Island and stay with my mom, but that would leave out all the stuff on Oahu where we're used to.
Where everything
else we know is.
I know jack shit about the Big Island.
Right. Big Island, I have my mom and my stepdad, and
who is only 4 years older than me.
Hey.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Turn out the lights.
That's the wrong song, motherfucker.
I know.
That's Teddy Pendergrass.
But I always run that.
Off.
Turn it off. Like, let me get some hot oil.
I'm singing fucking Marvin Gaye, and you come out with fucking Teddy Pendergrass.
Every time I think of
nowhere.
Penny Dropper songs, I always laugh at that concept that guy was just so brazen. Like, okay, so Marvin was like, let's get it on. He was smooth.
And then you just got, turn off the lights and take them off.
Light a candle. And like he like demands it, like take them off. Like
no, it's louder. We just can't be
right. I'm not
loud.
trying to yell at 10:30. Hey,
it's still below noise ordinance.
It is, but working.
Okay, you're boring me.
Okay, he's sweet.
I'm just saying.
Oh God, yeah. This is why we need her, because she keeps me straight. Well, weird. Yeah, whatever.
He just doesn't speak correctly.
No,
and
I
he
don't.
must have the most giant balls of earwax in his ears, because I say things and he turns around and goes, huh? Or I say things in my normal tone of voice, which is this. He's I hear you. So that's why my throat always feels like it's shredded, because I'm fucking yelling all the time.
Well,
now we had to get to the point of where we have to have humidifiers, so that when I have to yell his name,
no, that's because
I don't turn in my vocal cords don't turn into beef jerky.
No, that's because with the humidifier, it helps you to not smell shit. So she has this sinus condition, and maybe somebody's a doctor can tell me about this.
I had a really bad sinus infection, and I don't know if I explained this one before. It was to the point where my whole left cheek was swollen. Like the skin was super shiny and hard and everything. And all of a sudden my fever shot up from like 100 to 104. And I started convulsing. So Greg calls the ambulance. You know, if we wanted to get to the hospital,
we could have walked there in 20 minutes.
Because it's really, at the time, the hospital was not very far. But anyways, and I will never go to this hospital again. This hospital
Jesus.
is
well, thankfully, we would never be taken to the hospital now because,
yeah,
we'd have to cross 5,000 miles of ocean. But anyway,
I go there for the, you know, the swollen and the fever. And now when I was convulsing, it felt like I did 1,000 crunches in 1 second. So of course my stomach is gonna hurt. The nurses and everybody heard nothing else I said except that my stomach hurt. They didn't hear that it was my sinus and my cheek was fat and my fever was high. All they heard was my stomach was sore. So what do? They start the process of checking if my appendix burst. I'm like, it's in my nostrils, not in my guts. And they went through the whole process, and this donkey over here and my donkey number 1 and 2 are laughing because they had given me like a sedative because I can't take morphine. I kind of look like a rabid dog, but me and any morphine or morphine derivative are not friends. But so they tell me they want to do a barium enema. I mean a CT scan, and I had to take the glowing, the
Orange Tang.
Yeah, the orange tang.
Up the poop chute.
I've had that done before, and they gave me time to drink it, which I always end up throwing up about an hour and a half after I leave the hospital. I was like, oh, I gotta drink that tang crap. They're like, no. We need to get it into your system faster. I was like, well, how the hell does that happen?
Direct application?
I'm thinking, oh, they're gonna give me an IV or whatever. No. I have to do barium enema. I was like, you guys are going to put tang up my ass? The drink of astronauts? No, I'm all loaded.
Yeah, but this time they've given her some good painkillers.
I don't know what the hell they gave me, but it
it was the good stuff.
If they could have recorded what I sounded like, that was pure comedy. I was like, so donkey number 1 and 2, which is Greg and my sister, are laughing with their faces, all our faces, when they said, no, we have to give you a barium enema. We all had this like deer in the headlights look, but my head is kind of weaving, and I'm like, you're gonna shove tang up my ass? And then the 2 donkeys, I see them shaking because they're trying not to laugh out loud. I was like, go ahead, laugh. I had absolutely zero tact at this point, because whatever the fuck they gave me
was working.
It was working and completely disintegrated my tact. And so the guy comes and they take me to, and they're still not listening to me. I'm like, my face hurts, not my asshole. And we go, and so one side of the room has like this nice nature wall with woods and all of that business wallpaper, and the other side is just plain. So he tells me what we're, and I was like, Siri, when they rolled me in and showed who I got to meet, who was going to do this, was this little skinny Filipino guy. I was like, are you for real? You're the one that's gonna violate my pooper? You didn't even take me on a date. You didn't give me dinner. You didn't buy me candies. You didn't fucking give me flowers. And you're gonna fucking violate my ass? I'm gonna leave my address, and I expect all of these things at my house this coming week. And I could hear the people in the control room laughing. And this is how bad it was.
How much you want to bet that they went home and talked about you?
I bet they did. Because it got worse. So then he tells me, okay, lean to the left. So what do I see when I lean to the left? I see the nice trees. I said, oh, so that's why you guys put the nice calm tree wallpaper on the left side of the room, so we can think, life is great. Please stick that 5-inch white tube up my ass. So then they have this like barrel next to you. And then it felt like it was like a keg. My ass had a kegger. And I hear him.
Butt shots. If they'd had alcohol, at least it could have been fine. Yeah, it was a butt bong.
I had a butt bong. So I'm bitching at the trees, and he's pumping me up with fucking tang from a keg. And then I'm like, okay, I'm filled up. Expecting they're going to take it out. and I'm just gonna have to squeeze my cheeks for all with everything I have so that this tang does not go shooting all over this CAT scan. No, they tell me to lie on my back and to hold the fucking tube in my bunghole. I'm like, are you fucking serious? I have to hold it? What if I cough and it shoots out? Which I was really hoping I did not cough. Because that would have been like a white bullet with tang and doo-doo all over the place.
And you think it would be the first time?
On someone much older, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so they do all of that. Then I'm done. They leave me in the hallway to wait for the guy to come and bring me, the guy that brought me up to the CT scan, to take me back down. And I'm like, oh God, I gotta go to the bathroom again. That was the best poo I ever had in my life. I swear I lost
cleanse, right?
I swear I lost 15 pounds. I was like, this is great, but not fun.
Yeah. No, it's not. No, it was hilarious, actually. It was totally fun for me.
Two fucking donkeys. They knew when I was done because as soon as the elevator opened, I was still bitching. I was like, I feel violated. I have tang leaking out of my ass.
At least you didn't pull the fart bomb like your mom.
Here.
Well, and then some, because remember, a lot of the stuff that you have came from your dad's side of the family, which he still can't understand the concept.
That's the bottom half.
Yeah, from the waist down, one side of the family, from the waist up, the other side of the family.
Yeah.
And what's bad though is because you've got feminine issues that come from your dad's side of the family,
and he never understands it. He goes, but I'm
a guy.
I'm not insulting your boys. I'm not insulting the Sacks. I'm not saying that they're defective. I don't want to know what they look like. I don't know. I don't care. But it's genetic. What you mean? What genetic mean? I said, you're swimmers. Inside your swimmers.
When you arrive
and your tadpoles, it's something that lives in your tadpoles. I mean, complete Sesame Street style explanation.
And it's bad because your dad has now defined the term that we use for climax, at least male climax.
And now
yeah, when you arrive.
Shut up, I'm trying to drink my water.
Hey, at least guys don't have to worry about getting moist.
Moist. That's such a gross word, moist.
I don't understand why that's a gross word.
I don't know. It never used to bother me before, but until they connected that word to that strange lady's looking face. And so every time you say the word moist, you see like face, and it's just moist.
I mean, you can still go to a restaurant, and some of them still do this with the moist towelettes. And
when you go on an airplane, moist.
Oh God! Now, whatever happened, man? When I was a kid, now it wasn't necessarily good food, but when I was a kid, like a meal was included with a flight. Now you're lucky to get fucking peanuts.
These nuts.
like seriously, you're lucky to get peanuts, complimentary peanuts on a flight, and even then, peanuts might be like $1.50 for a bag.
If they even give you peanuts, because now they have to be. They have
conscientious
about the people who are allergic to these nuts.
Which, okay, yes, good. Yes, be aware. But damn it, that little plastic
But
bag of
it's
peanuts,
like, what
that's
am I
all I
gonna do?
get.
Pelt peanuts at the person who's allergic to them? If I'm across the way, they're gonna be like, I smell these nuts.
I want to see you pelt them with the nuts.
I would gladly. I would get a gun that was a nut shooter.
You couldn't even finish saying it.
I knew what it sounded like, and I couldn't stop it, and it still came home. I still said it.
So we got butt bongs and nut
You
shooters.
had ass gravy earlier.
Ass gravy, yes.
Greg
yeah.
made dinner, and I don't.
I don't even know how it came out to being ass gravy.
He was putting gravy on his plate, and he goes, I'm gonna cover every hole with this gravy. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, you supplied the ass part. I did not.
It sounded more specific than I'm gonna put this gravy on every hole.
That's kind of, it's one of those things that it's kind of
Because
like
if
when
you're
you
going
eat
in the
pancakes.
front ways, that's man gravy.
But it's kind of like with pancakes. You have to have the
How
syrup
is
on
man gravy like pancakes?
because you have to have syrup over everything.
You hear what I'm saying? Man gravy. Now you have man syrup too.
That's right. 'Cause
Is
it's
that
sweet.
the pre stuff?
It's sweet.
Ugh!
It's tasty.
No.
It's hilarious because we both try our damnedest to make the other groan in disgust.
I remember the other chat room that we used to do.
Mm-hmm.
There was this one guy, and he was trying to piss everybody off, and that's when I had anger issues.
Before the drugs.
Before the medications. But, he just kept on going and going, and I was like, you know what, you fuck? You want to talk shit? I said, you think I'm just talking shit? I'll tell you where and when to be at a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
And because it was the bi-weekly thing.
Right.
I tell you where, when, what time, and your skinny little ass better be there. Because I don't talk shit. You want to keep talking shit to me? You can talk shit to my fucking face. I swear so much people showed up that night waiting for this guy to show up. Because they're like, where is he? Where is he? We want to watch you drag him across.
Because people that have big words like that are always chicken shits. All right, and I don't call somebody out like that. I just don't. If you're standing in front of me and you manage, and it is next to impossible to manage to piss me off to the point of violence with your words. Next to impossible. Because to me, words are words. Words can make you a dick. Words can make you a sick asshole.
And they can make you an imbecile as well.
They can make you an imbecile. But words cannot cause me physical harm. So I can let somebody talk all day long.
The only reason why that other situation got to me is because they knew where we lived.
Mm-hmm.
They spoke about myself, my disability, and then they spoke about my mother.
Yeah. And it's one of those ones where I say next to impossible. I do not say impossible because I'm sure that there's somebody that could find my trigger and
they knew where I lived.
Yeah. They made it personal.
Yeah.
They made it extremely personal, and that's what it would take. You have to actually manage to make it personal. And
then she had perfect opportunity that night that she opened her cum bucket of a mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I excused myself from the situation. I didn't want to escalate it in any way. I said, excuse me, I'm sorry, I can't do this. And I walked away.
Yeah.
And she comes flying out saying, fuck you fucking bitch, and blah, 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 I'll kick your fucking ass. Now, mind you, saying all of this while walking backwards in the other direction.
Right. Like, Brandy's like, okay. And just starts walking forward, and she's like...
And I'm standing there like...
backing up the whole time.
I'm right here. Why are you moonwalking?
Great conversation.
But then you had a bunch of 50 to 60-year-olds who thought that this was their second chance at popularity in high school.
We are those 50-year-olds now.
I didn't say I was 50.
No, we are now.
No.
We weren't then.
No, I'm 21 forever.
Oh, God. I had this lady on my bus last night, and I had the whole bus cracking up on it because she got on my bus, and she was turning 79 years old.
Well, Dad just turned 80.
Yeah. So this lady's here with her family, celebrating her 79th birthday. And, of course, I was like, oh, congratulations. Happy birthday. It's, what? That makes it 58th anniversary of your 21st birthday. Cracking up. I don't know how I did the math so fast. I actually managed to do it in a matter of seconds to figure that one out. Normally, I wouldn't either. I mean, I'd have to sit down with a piece of paper and be like, that was, carry that, and yeah. But no, it had her cracking up, and everybody was like singing happy birthday to her on the bus, and people promising to make sure she can't remember her birthday. It was cool. When you see somebody that's really old, I mean, that's just the only way to say it, but when you see somebody that's really up there in years and just still having a time of their life, just going out and doing it, it's kind of like, okay, I got something to look forward to, you know? But except for you on your birthdays, it always rains.
When we moved here, and then this year, when everybody's in freaking quarantine and we couldn't go anywhere and everywhere was closed, it didn't freaking rain.
We've lived in Vegas for 6 years this November. 6 years this November, we've lived in Vegas. And 4 of those years in January.
And the cocksucking weather.
It has rained on her birthday. 4 out of those 6 years.
Couldn't do nothing. Couldn't cruise the strip. People watch. Nothing.
And then one of those years, the whole fucking thing is shut down anyway.
Everything is all shut down. Can't go to dinner anywhere.
Not that you'd want to go to dinner anywhere at that point, because this was before everybody had the vaccine. It was just a bad situation all around. You're looking at the outside world, but my birthday.
It was my birthday? Didn't you? No, you had vacation. So I look out the window and I'm like, look, didn't I say this last week? Watch, it's not going to fucking rain on my birthday. Sure enough, we go out on our patio. Not one stinking drop.
You did get $200 worth of sushi.
True.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for listening to the Squirrel Tangent. You can check us out on all of your favorite streaming services. Please do us a favor, share it with a friend, rate and review us on iTunes, that whole 9 yards. All of that stuff helps us get found. If you do like what you heard, make sure to check us out on patreon.com/thesquirreltangent. Maybe consider subscribing and giving us a couple of shekels to keep it going even longer for you. Yeah, other than that, I do have my other podcast, The Wheel of What. If you're interested in the fantasy series, check it out. Aloha. Bye-bye. Bye, Karen.